Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have more that's come from the backlash Snoop Dogg, Nelly and other rappers who performed at the inauguration event have been facing, as the defense force is out right now to rationalize acts like Snoop Dogg performing. However, it seems that in Snoop's case, these defenders are unaware that Snoop in particular has receipts littered all over the place that document why his switch up isn't even in the same universe compared to Nelly or Soulja Boy, and we'll get to this in a moment. Today we also have what looks to be an act of desperation from Drake fans who have now dragged M into their awkward lawsuit debates, and this certainly screams desperation, as you'd see later. And today we have an update on the story of Joey Badass calling out Kendrick Lamar and the West Coast. And a few days ago we covered the fallout after Joey Badass dropped the Ruler's Back freestyle, and Joey had more to add in a new one called Sorry Not Sorry, and this time even J. Cole caught astray when Joey rapped about how he's not gonna pull a might delete later like J. Cole did for Kendrick Lamar when things got heated. Check it out when Joey rapped, 2025 on my bully, I know that men lie, women lie, but Joey don't. Might delete later, I know damn sure Joey won't. And Joey Badass calling out rappers like Kendrick and now J. Cole has sparked heated debates, as hip-hop media personalities like Jeremy Hecht don't believe that Joey is ready. He went off on X, Joey, respectfully, you're an incredible rapper, but you gotta spar with your generation before you can go at the kings. You need to reply to Mick, Ray and Light first, and you need to out-rap J.I.D. before you can go at J. Cole. However, he got called out by another hip-hop media personality. Respectfully, he can take aim at whomever he chooses. Just be ready if fire is returned. And we got Jeremy Hecht explaining his position. I'm not saying Joey can't or shouldn't send shots at the top. If he feels like that's where he belongs, then go for it. I like it. I'm saying if he wants a reply, then he should go at a couple of other people first. Plus, there are a lot of people who reply to him that deserve one back, and Drake fans look to be loving this right now. Put Kendrick in a blender. He won't respond to Joey because he can't use bots and fake allegations here, however. And moving on to the next point, we got media personalities like Stephen A. Smith and the Breakfast Club hosts out here doing damage control for rappers facing backlash for performing at the US President's Inauguration Ball event. Check out a snippet from the Stephen A. Smith show.
What if this person voted for him because they broke and they think he's gonna put more money in their pocket? What if this person voted for him because they're in a crime-ridden neighborhood and they feel leftists aren't having the streets patrolled well enough? What if they want to call 911, but they live in an environment that people were supporting defunding the police? And as a result of that, you either have a paucity of police officers or you have police officers that ain't that interested in protecting and serving because they don't want to get vilified. What if the job market mattered? There's a whole bunch of reasons why people vote in the way that they vote. To sit up there and just blanketly state that you don't respect anybody that showed up to an inauguration, Soulja Boy ain't got no right to go make some money? They're different. Everybody quick to say, man, if it were me, it's a different way to make the money. You sure about that? Sure about that? I saw Soulja Boy pull out some cash. I couldn't see that well. I couldn't count. But it looked like at least 6 figures. What it took most people, or what it takes most people to make in a year, the brother made in one night. You sure? You sure about that? You sure you could have found a way to go and make the kind of cash that he making? Snoop Dogg worth over $100 million. He got a youth football league. This brother sending cats to college. He's sending cats to the NFL. We just gonna ignore that because he performed at the inauguration. Let me tell you something right now. Some of you in our community, I didn't say y'all community, I said ours. I'm a black man who's entitled to feel whatever the hell I want to feel. Some of y'all, when you turned against Ice Cube, it's unforgivable. It's unforgivable. Ice Cube, Dre, Eazy-E, all of them. And then Snoop came aboard, not NWA, but Snoop came aboard. Warren G and the whole crew. They took the rap game to another level. You know what I mean? Black people made money off of hip-hop. You know what I mean? Black people have been employed because of hip-hop. It transformed this world. Is everything perfect about them? Hell no. Is the way some of them carry themselves right? No. The way some of them speak? Hell no. I get all of that. But damn, before they came along, you had white folks in the music industry worshiping the devil and singing whatever the hell they wanted to sing. nobody said anything. But the brothers come along, it's a problem. And now that the brothers come along and they make something of themselves and they got opportunities that they're willing to exploit and they choose to be apolitical, you want to get in their ass.
And of course, we'll just assume that Stephen A. Smith never saw the Snoop Dogg compilation, which we'll get to in a moment, because while acts like Nelly and Soulja Boy don't have compilation videos, Snoop, on the other hand, and defending Snoop in particular in this situation comes off as ignorant, as you'd see in a bit, and this sparked reactions all over the place. For instance, in Ice Cube's case, we got this: preach. I'll never forgive the hyenas, especially Claudia Jordan and Vivica Fox Mushmouth Bum, for disrespecting Cube like that. Some have fired back at Stephen A. Smith with, why do wealthy black people feel as if they can do whatever against the black community without repercussions? Why do they feel like they can shuck and jive without accountability? They have no regard for the community, they only need our support for their livelihoods. And on the other end, some others believe he's cooking in reaction to Stephen A. Smith. And we got Charlamagne out here along with the Breakfast Club hosts doing damage control for the rappers that performed, including Snoop Dogg. Check out a snippet.
The hypocrisy that people display in regards to who they like and don't like is mind-blowing to me. Like, there is no way you are more mad at rappers for performing at these inauguration events than you are at the elected officials who told us was a fascist, a threat to democracy, a danger to our country and the Constitution. They likened him to, but then folks like just welcomed him back in the White House. Was sharing a good laugh with him at the funeral of President Carter. We know why the rappers did what they did. We know why they doing it. They got paid. What's the politician's excuse for normalizing?
Oh, when I said that on Twitter over the weekend, I'm still getting dragged. They said because it has to do that as a politician.
He doesn't have to do it. Didn't do it 4 years ago.
Exactly. Trump said the election was stolen in 2020, and then he acted like it. He didn't do no peaceful transfer of power. He didn't show up to the inauguration, because why would you ever show up to an inauguration after you just accused a bunch of people of stealing an election? Democrats could learn a thing or two from that. And if you ask me, all that smoke you have for the rappers, you should have for and all the other elected officials who got us all riled up and scared, only to turn around and have tea with a man they likened to. Like, literally just was having tea with him yesterday. I would respect it more if folks was consistent and they gave smoke, but I didn't see none of that. But y'all mad at Nelly and Snoop? Nelly and Snoop don't hold more weight than like that. Honestly, those performances are inconsequential. But what are people gonna remember 2 years from now in midterms, or 4 years from now when it's another presidential election? They gonna remember when, oh, you told us these were you liking this guy and this guy was a threat to democracy, but then we saw you showing all your teeth with him at a funeral.
And not only that, when he sat there and pretty much peed on your whole last 4 years in front of your face, and you did absolutely positively nothing to smile.
When he walked out, y'all.
Yo, President did preemptive pardons yesterday for his whole family, for Dr. Fauci, for the January 6th committee, because he feels like Donald is a threat to them and a danger to them. But then he turned right around and had tea with him before the inauguration. You did all of that. You're still saying this man is a threat and a danger, but you're still having tea with him in the White House. If you don't like someone, don't pretend to. And if you think someone is a threat to democracy, act like it.
Well, pardon his people, but he didn't pardon the black people that needed it. Fannie, he didn't pardon Maryland, he didn't pardon a bunch of them.
Oh yeah,
that he could have pardoned.
Oh, Fannie Willis and Alvin Bragg and
could have pardoned all of them.
James,
Everybody gets a pardon.
He ain't pardoned the black people. He pardoned his people that look like him. I'ma hold you down, but the other people that needed it, now you on your own.
Well, welcome to a new regime, y'all.
And I hate so much when people say, oh, don't do, Snoop don't do nothing for the community, and Nelly. I'm sitting there like, man, if you knew what Snoop did for his own community, from the Pop Warner, for all the ish that he has done for people.
I just think the smoke for Nelly and Snoop is inconsequential compared to President and who played in our faces.
And this time around, Charlamagne is getting cooked for the most part. Contrarian Charla is back with dumb takes. Yeah, why aren't we mad at a sitting president, respecting the position, and sitting with the president-elect after an election, and the former president sitting next to the current president at a funeral and being cordial? That's definitely the same. And more users kept their foot on Charlamagne's neck. And y'all wasn't canceling President 46 or Charlamagne when President 46 told him, y'all, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. And more, the audacity of Charlamagne. He's the face of hypocrisy. And while these media journalists are defending rappers, we were wondering why they included Snoop Dogg with other rappers like Nelly and Soulja Boy. And just so you know, Nelly and Soulja Boy don't have compilation videos like these on the web.
So ain't nobody gonna perform for huh? Which one of you jigaboo ass niggas gonna be the first one to do it? I'm waiting. I'm gonna roast the fuck out one of you Uncle Tom ass for doing it. Which one of you niggas gonna do it first? I's the one that performs for himself. Shall I go on? I just want to say this real quick. Now, on no political shit. Ain't no way in the world y'all can vote when he come back up again. If y'all do vote for him, y'all some stupid. I'm saying that to y'all. And this punk don't care. Don't vote for that nigga. Please don't. Look what he do. He just don't give a fuck. Y'all honest, blue-collar, hard-working people and suffering. So if he don't care about y'all, he really don't give a fuck about us. So fuck him too. And fuck everybody down with I said he is Snoop Dogg. Fuck him. Shall I go on?
Now, we all hate... I apologize. Nah, I really don't apologize, man, because a lot of my fans get mad at me when I talk bad about him, but I think it's safe to say most people in our culture do not rock
you need to know that a lot of your fans is racist. Ain't no way around. Don't even try to put no
I don't even want to put anything around
I do. I don't give a I tell him straight up. If you like that, you racist. You and him. Now what?
All right.
Draw the line. He drew the lines.
Exactly.
He drew the motherfucking lines. Before him, there were no lines. Everybody was everybody. We respected everything. We didn't trip. But when you drew the line, start pointing out and singing, y'all didn't.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
You and them.
If you're just tuning in, we're talking
Kanye
about
too,
Donald Trump.
nigga. Don't forget about him too. You too. Shall I go on?
So I get it, defending Nelly and Soulja Boy, but Snoop Dogg, and if you recall, Snoop's switch up even got Elon Musk shook a few days ago. It is certainly not the same for Snoop, and this would be akin to seeing Eminem perform at the inauguration after Eminem's got videos and freestyles against President 47. If that were to happen, and would deserve getting roasted, and right now there's no defending what Snoop did. Period. And moving on, we got some Drake fans moving with excruciating desperation right now over the fact that Drake sued UMG and was out there quoting Not Like Us lyrics in a lawsuit as his proof of defamation. And now they've reached back to 2003 to pull up reports like this. Nobody cared about this. In reference to this report, Eminem lawsuit wraps the source. Now, this was about the tape Eminem rapped about on Yellow Brick Road, and this got users wondering how this is even remotely close to what Drake is doing to UMG right now over Not Like Us. And this is excluding the lie that nobody cared about this. And some users are asking, laughing emoji, is UMG bootlegging Drake's music? Are they infringing upon his copyright? And it's not like Kendrick Lamar started leaking Drake's music illegally to push a narrative about Drake, so you gotta wonder how they think this is similar. And another user added, that is copyright infringement. It is not the same thing at all, laughing emoji. If Drake was suing a company for using his music illegally, that would be totally understandable. And some have now concluded about these Drake fans desperately reaching at this point. The more y'all stands post, the dumber y'all look. Drake don't want y'all doing all this reaching in his name. Y'all weirdos. Shake my head. Drake's lawsuit literally included lyrics from Not Like Us, and we've never seen something like this happen, at least in mainstream hip-hop music. Drake's case looks to be the first of its kind, and at this point they might as well include Eminem blocking that podcast from using the word shady as an example to support Drake's move to sue UMG, since reaching is all they've got at the moment. But over to you guys, share your thoughts below, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.